Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we do a daily crossword puzzle. And today we've got the Saturday Stumper. This is meant to be a very difficult puzzle. It is consistently the most difficult source of crosswords that I've come across. I'm sure there are others out there. But I like to do this every Saturday. And usually I'll need a couple hints to solve this one. So let's see how it goes today. The constructor is Tyler Hinman. Stanley Newman always edits the Saturday Stumper. And there is usually no theme, just a lot of misdirection in the clues. All right, one across is pick up after dragging. And it may be a while before I get any letters in the grid, so watch on double speed if you must. One down, making hotter, maybe. Don't know. Two down is marketing sites. No, three down, material for decks. And docks. Teak comes to mind, but doesn't fit. It's some kind of wood. Both decks and docks can be made out of wood. Four down, disclose with a question mark. Not sure why it would have a question mark. Five down, NATO charter member. Probably the abbreviation for a country. So it could be USA or Germany or a lot of others. I was going to say we would need an abbreviation in the clue, but we do. We have NATO there. Six down, web coder. Web may be a reference to spiders. I don't know what coder would be. Seven down, what many have at their fingertips. Nails? Fits, but I'm not sure. Eight down, checking promise. A promise to pay by check? Not sure. Nine down, measure inside the box. Oh, and 10 down, oath with rot in its history. So oath, maybe a curse word here that is rooted in the word rot in its history. Don't know. 15 across is Faye Golden Globes co-host. Sorry, Faye Golden Globes co-host. So Tina Fey and Amy Poehler co-hosted the Golden Globes. I think that is the spelling for Amy Poehler. A little bit iffy because we're using Amy Poehler's full name, but only Tina Fey's last name, which is a little unconventional in crossword land, I think. French Sudan neighbor. The French Sudan is not a current country, but I think back in the day, that might be Chad, modern day Chad, or the Central African Republic, or even Djibouti. Djibouti does not fit. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. 19 across is bit of a tortilla chip. No. 22 across, hotheads, heat. If you're a hothead, you get angry easily. Maybe you would feel ire is a three-letter synonym for anger. 26 across, engine maker for Japan's first satellite. Maybe Datsun or Toyota, one of the Japanese car makers. 31 across, in your gut. Don't know that. We'll look at the downs again. Making hotter, maybe. Could be like making a person hotter, like using makeup and style. I don't know. Two down, marketing sites. Three down with a Y is the second letter. Material for decks and docks. It's not coming to me. Four down, disclose. Is it open? Kind of unclose, the opposite of close. Yeah, so maybe the question mark indicates we're looking for a word that is the opposite of close and not an exact synonym of disclose. Okay, five down. What is Norway, I think is right, a European country that has an O as its second letter. If it were abbreviated, I think it's Norway. Six down, web coder. Don't know what that is. So I was thinking nails for what many have at their fingertips, so that seems a little easy for the Saturday Stumper. What else is at your fingertips? Checking promise. Measure inside the box. I'm not quite sure what that is getting at. An oath. Drat is a mild oath. Could it be related to rot somehow? Not sure. Okay, let's look at this corner, 11 across. What many freemium apps have? Freemium? Does it have something to do with ads? Do you get paid ads or non-paid ads? Or I don't know. 16 across, bit of a Hawaiian chip. Chip is capitalized. We had a bit of a tortilla chip before. This is a bit of a Hawaiian chip. Why is chip capitalized? Is someone famous named Chip who's from Hawaii? I can think of. 18 across, big name in car manufacturing. Ford, or I'm sure there are others that would fit there. 20 across, Scouts recognition. Is it like a merit badge or an Eagle Award or something? Merit badge doesn't fit. 25 across, takes after slips. Like a second take of something after you slip up. I slip up and just keep going with my recording. 11 down is got free, sort of. No, 12 down, miniature pan. I wonder if is Pan like the Greek goat god, although that would probably be capitalized if that were the case. So what is a small pan that you might bake something in? I don't know. 3 down, part of the Venezuela-Colombia border. The Cordillera, the Andes. Is there a river? Does the Orinoco? Orinoco is a river in Venezuela. Maybe part of it forms part of the border with Colombia. 14 down, displays publicly. Don't know. What would a freemium app have? Is it initial public offering if they take the app public? A little bit of a guess there. What was the bit of a tortilla chip? Bit of tortilla chip is 19 across. Could that be corn? A bit of something that is used to make a tortilla chip? Then a Hawaiian chip could be made from taro root. And maybe there is a brand name, Hawaiian chips, that is made out of taro. I haven't heard of it, but it could be correct. Big name in car manufacturing. So Ford will not fit. Fiat, the I is in the wrong place. Audi doesn't fit. What other names fit there? Displays publicly for 14 down. No. 11 down, got free, sort of. Or thinking like shoplifting? You got something free in that sense? Miniature pan. Panini? No. Scouts recognition. 25 across, takes after slips. Yeah, a redo. Let's redo that take because you slipped up. Got free. Well, that seems like it should end in a D. 30 across is much monitored area. An intensive care unit in a hospital would have a lot of monitors in it. Where you get your fill for 33 across. Not sure. There may be maybe redos is incorrect. I'm not sure. 23 across is overall feeling, metaphorically. Is that sort of like the zeitgeist, like the cultural vibe? Don't know what a 5-letter word for that would be. If this were Toyota. Making hotter, say. Well, that might end in ing, making hotter, and then Nissan would fit for a car manufacturer who may have made the engine for the first Japanese satellite. More marketing sites. I think like the agora, like a Greek word for a market. Not clicking there. Cypress is a kind of wood. Maybe it is used to make decks and docks. Pick up after dragging. And making hotter. Maybe. Emporium is a shopping site. I think the plural classically would be emporia. So 17 across. Maybe this is Upper Volta is the country that is now known as Burkina Faso, I believe. So maybe back when that area was controlled by the French, Upper Volta was the French name for the place that is now Burkina Faso, and French Sudan would be a neighboring country there. Okay. Saucing up a dish could be making it hotter, adding hot sauce maybe, yes. Okay, 6 down is web coder. A developer is a dev. Okay, straight definition of web coder there. I was thinking of, that would be a misdirection, have something to do with spiders or something. What many have at their fingertips, their phone, is often at people's fingertips. Pick up after dragging. Well, that could be your second wind. I was dragging in the race, then I caught my second wind. Whorl. Whorls and ridges are the terms for the things that make up your fingerprints. So I think a whorl would be something that a lot of people have at their in their fingerprints, at their fingertips. Okay, checking promise. I'll pay. I'll something. Second wind for 1 across. 9 down is measure inside the box. The net volume would be the measure inside a box or other enclosed space. Okay, let's try drat. I don't know the derivation of drat, but it is an oath, and I can kind of see how maybe back it comes from draught, some word that means draught or something. I think that might be right. 20 across. Scouts recognition. Oh, that doesn't look right. Overall feeling, but metaphorically. Amy Polar, Upper Volta. That volume I like. What is this? A scout's recognition. Don't know. Plots with oil for 21 down. Plots of land that contain oil fields, gas fields. 28 across is sort of skirt. That could be mini, maxi, or midi. In terms of the length of a skirt, is net volume incorrect. Measure inside the box. 33 across, where you get your fill. 36 across is rafter with Jim. Jim was a character in Huckleberry Finn, and that involved traveling on a raft, didn't it? So maybe it's Huck. Tom Sawyer wouldn't fit. Yeah, so Huck might be Huckleberry Finn here. Maybe it's net weight would be a measure of the weight of the contents of the box. Okay, then Scouts recognition. Put drat back in. A raw. Could 8 down the checking promise be I'll owe you what you're paying for the check? I don't know what 20 across is getting at. Is it a Boy Scout? Is it some other kind of scout? Overall feeling. Okay, let's check out aisle O. That doesn't look like it's going to fit with anything I've got in. Whirl, I'm pretty confident about. The raw wilderness or something along those lines for what a scout might recognize. Overall feeling. 31 across is in your gut. Gastric is the adjective referring to things that are happening in your gastrointestinal tract, or gastric fits there. Okay, so brain stem is something from anatomy. Let's try that for 27 down. 23 down, motive for many of Ovid's odes. Why did Ovid write many of his odes? Don't know. What Jamie, Robin, and Morgan are for 24 down. Jamie, Robin, and Morgan. Jamie is short for James. Robin is a nickname for Robert, I learned a while ago. Morgan could be a nickname for something else. They're not saints. Robin is a sidekick. Yeah, I don't know. Coaster's position for 35 across. And 37 across. Modern day con. Some kind of modern day scam or scheme. Motive for many of Ovid's odes. What Jamie, Robin, and Morgan are. 32 down is on the go breakfast. Not getting that. Okay, 28 across was sort of skirt. Let's put in either mini or midi. 29 down is Larry's cousin. Who is Larry, and why would I know his cousin's name? Another nickname. Larry's a nickname for Lawrence. Yeah, I don't know. It could begin with D or N. 33 across, where you get your fill. A gas stop. Let me stop for gas at this gas stop. 40 across. Singer with the #1 lyric, "Don't worry about your size." That is from All About That Bass, no trouble. All About That Bass. Not quite getting the melody there, but that's Meghan Trainor's All About That Bass. I like that song. Is it Laura? Another name that could be, or Lauren is another name that might be nicknamed to Larry. I haven't heard of Millie Skirt. Okay, I don't think that's right. Mini or midi? Is it Darren? No. 21 down. Plots with oil. Plots with oil. Why did I have an I here? I was just kind of thinking of mini skirt, wasn't I? Some kind of cars or cans. 34 down. Slip or slide is to skid, I think. 47 across. That's it. I had it. Had enough. No. Look at these again. Got free, sort of. Maybe stole. Yeah, I wasn't really happy about IPOs. I think that may have been the first thing I guessed, but maybe that's messing me up. So if you got something free, you stole it. Yeah, I was thinking of kind of shoplifting. Miniature pan. Orinoco, I think is right. 14 down. Displays publicly. Yeah, puts up. Hangs up What do many freemium apps have? Big name in car manufacturing. Is it Olds? Orinoco would be wrong. A scout is a baseball scout, and a good baseball scout would recognize raw talent in a prospect. Okay. A miniature pan. Is a pan a bad review here? Displays. Touts up. Wow, nothing clicks for 18 across. Big name in car manufacturing. Or 11 across. Or 12 down. A miniature pan. And displays. Let's take out taro. I'm going to have to let that marinate. I don't know what that is. Checking promise. Aisle. I don't know. Raw talent makes sense to me for scouts recognition. I'll ask. I promise to go check. I'll ask. Then a skirt is a kilt. A kilt is a sort of skirt. Okay, then we can put in Lauren again. I was thinking that maybe that is a form of or Larry is a form of Lauren. An art scams could be plots that involve oiled paintings. Okay. Overall feeling is the pulse of the culture. Yeah, that makes some sense there. Okay. Does that help here? No. Okay. But we'll come back. But anyway, we've got the top left corner done. Oh, I forgot to start the clock. I've got 23 minutes on my video timer. So we'll have to remember to add 23 minutes to whatever that time is. 23 down is motive for many of Ovid's odes. And I don't know what it is. Jamie, Robin, and Morgan are they unions? 35 across, coaster's position. A coaster on a table, a roller coaster, or somebody who's coasting in last place. The ends. Well. Motive. No. 37 across is modern day con. 44 across, carrier to Cheongju. That sounds like a place in Korea. I remember KAL is a Korean airline that had one of their planes shot down over Russia many, many years ago. 48 across, like some buds. No, 53 across, to whom Capote dedicated his nonfiction novel. He wrote a nonfiction novel about who? Somebody well known, like a serial killer or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember. 37 down. What mountain warehouse sells? Maybe ski gear or something like that. Something to do with skiing. 38 down. Versatile problem solver. No. 39 down. Without slacking. No. Modern day con. Does it begin with scam? No, we already have scams in an answer. 48 across. Like some buds. Bud meaning friend or bud meaning part of a flower. 53 across. Gary Gilmore. 56 across. Is someone they're not? They pretend. No. Remote starter. What is a prefix that can come before remote? Can't think of it. 62 across. Was like these days. Nope. Versatile problem solver and without slacking. Not getting any of those. 49 down. Spaces often filled on Sunday. So a space in a church could be a nave. So the nave is the part of the sanctuary where people sit. Buds. Is someone they're not? Is it apes? Apes is a frequent crossword word for to pretend, to mimic. He mimics, he apes. He is someone they're not. He apes them. Maybe it's apses for what can be filled in a church. Space is often filled on Sundays. I'm thinking Sunday means church. It doesn't necessarily mean Sunday, mean church. Was like. Okay, let's take out knaves. I don't know what else would go in there, but let's think of something else. Jamie, Robin, and Morgan. Are they TV hosts? Are they... on-the-go breakfast? No. 45 across. Big clumsy types. Big clumsy oafs is the first thing that comes to mind, which probably means it's wrong. Would Ovid write odes to his paramour? Maybe. For 23 down. Is a coaster, is that something to do with east? Is that maybe something from bridge? Bridge has east, west, north, and south as the positions. Yeah, no. On the go breakfast in modern day con. Yeah. I'm not confident about any of these answers here. Like some buds. 50 across is Parisians following. A following in... Are we looking for a French word here? Parisians following. Nope. 47 across. That's it. Oh, I like I'm done for that's it. Maybe Larry is the male equivalent of Laurie. Can kind of see them going together from the same root. 50 across. Parisians following. Is it ami, the French word for friends? 51 would begin with an I. Metaphor for mastery. 46 down, nickels and dimes. And on-the-go breakfast. 57 across is trio from the Caribbean. There are three. Is there three of any letter in Caribbean? No. 61 across, predominant drag. And 63 across, creosote and borate, vis-a-vis wood. I have a vague notion that creosote is some kind of dry rot kind of related thing. It's something to do with rot there. No, 54 down, inclined plane is a ramp, simply speaking. This is our on-the-go breakfast. 46 down, nickels and dimes. 51 down, metaphor for mastery. Now 58 down, direction from Dusseldorf. So maybe we're looking for the German word for east, west, north, or south. Ost. I think east is est. West is ost. No, east is ost. West is vest, isn't it? Österreich means Eastern Empire. Yes, that's right. South, I think maybe, I don't remember the directions in German. 59 down, short U or I. No, 55 down, he's missing his in. He's missing his in. I don't know what that means. The Saturday Stumper always gets me. Okay, 41 down. Future in, perhaps. So an in is somebody who helps you get a job or something like that. So a future in would be, what, a neighbor that you knew when you were young? No. 42 down, back soon. One sec, I'll be back soon. No. 43 down, wide spreads. Spread could be a meal here. Is it repasts? Might be some kind of meal here. What certain sheepdogs resemble. They have that shaggy mane, making them look a little bit like a mop. Chihuahua, check this out. How do you say check this out in Spanish? Mira, look. 55 down, he's missing his in. Trio from the Caribbean. Oh, sorry, 41 down is future in. So a nominee is somebody who might get in to an organization in the future? Maybe. Back soon. On or about. No. One. This is trio from the Caribbean. Okay, well, I like an S ending. Predominant drag. And creosote and borate vis-a-vis wood. Okay, I want another back up here. Big name in car manufacturing. Well, takes after slips. Redos make so much sense for that. ICU, there are other things that could be. And gas stop, I am not crazy about. I could accept any of those being wrong. Orinoco is a river in Venezuela. I didn't know it was on the border. I thought it was kind of interior to Venezuela, but if we take Orinoco out, does that help with anything? Raw talent, I like. Redos, I like. What else is an area that is much monitored? A DMZ, a demilitarized zone? Miniature pan. A ramekin? Is it like a mini review? I'm thinking, what else can pan mean other than what you bake something in? Pan can be a bad review, or pan can be that Greek god with the bottom half is a goat. But I think that would be capitalized. Yeah, and I liked up. All right, let's put Orinoco back in. ICU and gas stop. So this is some kind of edit, a miniature pan. Is there an Otis who makes cars? Otis elevators. Ah, elevators have cars, don't they? What you go into to ride up and down to is called an elevator car. So Otis is a big name in elevator manufacturing, and therefore in car manufacturing. Okay. Well, then Taro, if we put that back in, then posts up. You post up an advertisement or something. AI slop might be part of freemium apps. Latedit. Is that some kind of miniature pan? Premium app. I kind of like slop as part of freemium apps. Would it be shop? Would you have a shop and then? Okay, it is a miniature pan. It is a very short, bad review. Hated it. That's all you need to say. Okay, then you might have a shop in a freemium app where you buy, maybe like where you have to buy clothes for your avatar or something. Okay, all right, that does make sense. Hated it. Shop. Tarot. Otis. Car is elevator car here. Wow, that was sneaky even for a Saturday Stumper. Okay, so then what is? I feel like this isn't going to end in an A. It's going to end in an S. Jamie Robin Morgan. I'm kind of thinking banking. Jamie Dimon and JP Morgan and Robin somebody. Robin Gibb. Morgan Freeman. Robin Williams. Jamie Farr. Jamie Foxx. Yeah, are they comics? Are they actors? The overall feeling is Pulse. Yeah, I like Nissan. I like Gastric. I don't know how East would be a coaster's position. Oh, and I don't like CT for the beginning of on-the-go breakfast. I'm not sure about Paramore. Did he write Ode to Partridges? Did he write Ode to... His motive was his parricide? Paramore makes a lot of sense. Like some buds. If he had a couple more letters in here, I might guess this one. He wrote, Truman Capote wrote Breakfast at Tiffany's and a lot of novels. He did write the story of, I can't remember who it was, but like a notorious serial killer or somebody who committed some kind of heinous crime, which I haven't read the book, but I think it was maybe he wrote it as kind of a fictionalized version. Would he have dedicated to that book to the criminal, the perpetrator, or maybe to somebody else? I don't know. It's just not coming to me. Let's take out ski gear and see if maybe Mountain Warehouse sells ski boots. I like ski just because it has mountain in it. And we've got that K for KAL, but really I'm basing the whole thing on that. This is my bud. This is my intimate bud. My inner bud. Can you have an inner bud like in a plant? I don't know if that makes sense. Without slacking. Let's try a mise for Parisians following. I don't like that really. Metaphor for mastery. I have mastered it. I have mastery of this topic. I don't have mastery of the Saturday Stumper, certainly. What about down here? A trio. What are things that come from the Caribbean that you would have three of? Are they islands? Like Aruba, the ABC Islands are kind of in the Caribbean. Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao is what I'm trying to think of. Is there another group of islands that are three? Is it a musical trio? Caribbean, the Caribbean. A drag could be a street, a main street could be the main drag, the predominant drag of a town, okay? Creosote and borate. What do they do to wood? No, are they preservatives of some kind, or plasters, or short U or I? I don't know what that means. He's missing his in. A marine missing IN would be a mare, but I don't think that makes very much sense. Mira, I think, is right for check this out. Back soon. On break. No, on yeah, on break, but then Main Street would be wrong. Certain sheepdogs resemble. I kind of like Mop for that. Back soon. It's on. We're out of this product, but it's on order, so it will be back soon on our shelves. Okay, yes. Trio from the Caribbean. Some kind of sands? I don't know about Ost. I think there might be another direction that might fit there. Direction from Dusseldorf. So are they some kind of islands? Oh, maybe this is a hidden. This is what I can't see in cryptic crosswords, and I'm having just as much trouble. But SSE is a string of letters that appears in Dusseldorf, and south-southeast is a direction. So maybe that's what we're doing. It's nothing to do with the German language, but just SSE is a string of letters within the word Dusseldorf. That could be a direction. I think these are some kind of islands. It could be the ABC Islands. The Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao Islands are considered to be a trio. They're all part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Okay, so short U or I, is that a letter? U or I are letters. An abbreviated way to say letter would be LTR. Okay. Is it Mare? A Marine who's missing his IN? Creosote. Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't think that's right. 51 down. Metaphor for mastery. On the go. Breakfast. Not getting anything here. All right, well, it's been 48 minutes by the timer on my software. I wonder if it's about time to use a hint. Let's see if I can get, I feel like the name of this Truman Capote novel is just on the tip of my tongue. Maybe with a letter or two, I might be able to get it. Let's get a letter. Reveal a letter. Okay, it is H. Mountain Warehouse sells ski. Or not ski. Let me check. KAL. I won't reveal it. I'll check it. Reveal word. Check. Okay, I think that is telling me that KAL is correct. It must begin with ski, mustn't it? Like some buds. And let's get the last word. It's not helping. Okay, let's reveal the whole word. Harper Lee. Okay, Harper Lee wrote To Kill a Mockingbird. So that's not who the novel is about. He just dedicated it to Harper Lee. Okay, well, that makes sense. Let's see if that helps then. Motive for many of Ovid's odes. This is an L. Is this some kind of bar, a cereal bar? Could be an on-the-go breakfast. Nickels and dimes. Specie is a word for money. Metaphor for mastery. Après means after in French. So a Parisian who said something is after this, it follows this, it is après. And then you are in charge of something, you have the reins, and this must be preservers. And Marv is short for Marvin. So Marv is if you're calling somebody Marv, their name is Marvin, but he is missing his in. Okay. We got all that from Harper Lee. Everything makes sense. I thought maybe preservative. I didn't think of preservers. That gives us nominee on order. Repast turned out to be right. Mop also turned out to be right. I was iffy on those. Mira was kind of, fortunately, I speak a little Spanish. And letter, short URI is letter. SSE was hard. Okay, that whole corner was just brutal. All right, we used a hint. I revealed a couple letters, but then I ended up revealing the whole word, Harper Lee. That wasn't what I was thinking of. I was thinking, and now I'll need to look up who the book is about that he dedicated to Harper Lee. Okay, so we still got this corner to do. 35 across. Coasters. How would a coaster be on the edge? I don't understand. Why a coaster is on the edge. A scam keeps coming to mind, but is it scammer? Big clumsy type. So it's not oafs. It is apes. Big clumsy apes. Jamie, Robin, and Morgan they are each a union rep, I don't know warehouse sells what. Okay, shall we use another hint? Well, we got Harper Lee here. 49 down. Spaces often filled. Oh, let's try apses. It's part of a church. The apse is like a little alcove. So maybe that's you put up a icon of a saint or something in the apse on Sunday for the service. Like some buds. Bud Light? Bud what? Is someone they're not? I know, like apes for that too. That'd be 2 apes in the puzzle. Ski hats would be something maybe you sell at Mountain Warehouse. Remote starter. So he says, blah, blah, blah. Then I was like, maybe. Says and was like could be synonymous these days in that sense. Versatile problem solver. And without slacking. Is it all something? Remote starter. Okay, I want to use another hint. Where am I going to get the most bang for my buck? Maybe here. But let's go back to letters. A spammer. Not scammer, but spammer. For modern day con. A con man, I think. Yeah, a spammer. A panacea is a versatile problem solver, but kind of a mythical problem solver. Is someone they're not. Acts. He acts, yeah, like I don't like having two apes in the puzzle. So acts, he acts as, he's the acting head of whatever. Okay, he's someone he's not. Without slacking. Alertly, and an alert matter, and then teleremote. Okay, so tele as a prefix means from afar, from remotely. Okay, then you can have buds in your ear. Your earbuds go in ear. All right, so we revealed the entire word Harper Lee. We revealed the second letter of spammer. What is this word? Paramare? I don't know this. Maybe gastric is wrong. Pulse, I think, is right. Coaster's position. Okay, I don't know what Jamie, Robin, and Morgan are. I can't even think of a word that fits here. I'm pretty sure about gastric for in your gut. Big apes. Coaster's position. All right, let's check. Let's reveal one more letter. Paramare. I don't know what that means. Is a coaster on the eave of a house? I think I've still got something wrong here. All right, let's reveal, or let's check the entire puzzle, because I think that'll tell me if I've got what I've got wrong. I think reveal would just fill in the letters, and I may not be able to find them. Okay, so it's not apes. It's is it Paramore? And UNISE. Oxes are big, clumsy types. And Jamie, Robin, and Morgan are all names that could be used by either gender. They are unisex names. There we go. I did not solve that puzzle. What are you talking about? Don't tell me I solved it when I didn't. I deserve no credit for that. So how many hints did I use? I revealed the entire word Harper Lee. I started with a couple single letters, then I ended up revealing the whole word for Harper Lee. I got this P for spammer. I thought of Paramore for 23 down, but I spelled it the correct way instead of the transliteration from French. I've never seen it spelled that way, but there's a lot of things I haven't seen. Unisex, that does make a lot of sense. I just did not think along those lines. And of course, oxen. I would have put oxen. If oxen had occurred to me as big clumsy types, I would have put in oxen instead of oxes. Okay, yeah, but you big clumsy ox, yeah, that works. Unisex. Okay, so this whole, well, I was defeated several times. I did manage to finally figure out what was going on up here with Otis. I think that was the key to unlocking this corner. Down here, what was it? Figuring out that SSE was a string of letters within Dusseldorf. I think Worrell kind of opened up this corner, and then I thought maybe if I could get this one, it might do the same, but Harper Lee did not help. I still needed Spammer, helped me fill in this corner, but then this section just did not come to me, and I had to get two more hints. So I had 2 incorrect letters at the end in order to figure it out. All right, but that was so 1 hour and 1 minute on my clock. 37 on the timer here, but I was going for 23 minutes, I think, before we went. So an hour for the Saturday Stumper, which is a long time, even for a Saturday Stumper, and I had multiple errors. So one day I'll be able to do the Saturday Stumper on my own with no hints in under 40 minutes. That's my goal for the Saturday Stumper. Come back in a few months and see if I've met my goal. Thanks for joining me. Please come back for more puzzles and games, and I'll see you next time.